next bigger house. We're talking about these people are retired, life is good. They're your people. They can sit and study Torah. God says, no. This is not what the Torah is. It's not just for people that are when you grow up, and what about when you're young, you don't have to think about it? No business. So the Jews go back to the drawing board, and they think about it. Okay, fine. God, we came up with another solution. Our prophets, loosely referring to our rabbis, our leaders, our sages in every generation, we always will have those. They're going to study Torah. We'll give them a nice office. We'll give them a paycheck. We'll give them some health insurance. They'll study Torah. Life is good. Maybe even a 30-year contract. Wow. Right? They'll study Torah. God says, no. Rabbis might teach Torah, but rabbis don't own the Torah. The Torah is for everybody. Not good enough. All right, what are they going to do? They're thinking about it now. The Jewish people are ready to do just about anything except say, fine, we'll be the guarantors. But no. Before they go there, they have one more thing. They come and they say, God, our children will be our guarantors. We promise that we will give our children a Jewish education. We will raise them with the values, with the virtues, with the knowledge, with the love of Torah. And God says, yep, that will work. They were flabbergasted, to be honest. They couldn't believe they got it. But God says, yeah, that'll work. That will be our guarantors because God knew, and this is the recipe that has kept Judaism alive to this day, which is that if we teach our children, if we give them not just Judaism, not just the matzah and Rosh Hashanah services and Yom Kippur Kids program, those are great. But if we give them love and joy and passion, and we show them how beautiful and joyful Judaism can be, then Judaism will be something that they will hold on to and then subsequently give over to their children with that much love. And that's what we're trying to do. That's right. And that is why the Lubavitcher Rebbe said, that is why God accepted, because the future lays entirely in the hands of our children. Now let me tell you, a couple years ago, Shai and I were introduced to this opportunity. There was three Jewish organizations that had spent a lot of time and a lot of money researching how do we hold on to the next generation. JLI, which is a Chabad educational branch, Avichai Foundation, and Kohelet, heavily invested in Jewish education, and they said, we are losing our children en masse. We have a problem. And together they said, we are going to partner together with Chabad, and they were looking for 10 cities that would be kind of like their beta, that they'd feel out to see if this would work. And we learned about this program. It was called Yaldeinu, and it was an opportunity to take families within the preschool and empower them to become leaders. Shai and I remember when Shai mentioned it to me that he'd heard about it, and I said, wow. Sign us up. This is what we want. This is amazing. To take these families that love Judaism, that want it so badly, want to raise their children with Judaism, and help empower them to bring that to the community. And that's where our first cohort, thankfully we were selected as one of 10 cities across the world, actually. Our preschool was selected to choose these families to become part of become part of our Yaldeinu cohort. And this family, they came together, they kind of became a family all their own. These 10 couples that met month after month for 2 years and got involved in a family level, but got involved in a community level and has really enriched all our lives and made Judaism so much more meaningful for everybody within our community. And it got me thinking, when God was asking us to provide our guarantors, Yaldeinu is our children. These 10 couples that came together, these 10 couples are the key holders. They're the ones who are in the most important position to be able to ensure that this next generation raises their children with these values. And I know that with these types of guarantors, the children and our Yaldeinu families will be in business for eternity, if God forbid Mashiach doesn't come sooner. It is my pleasure to invite up the 10 Yaldeinu couples that represented our first cohort. I'd like to present them with a gift. Please come up, Mark and Meredith Brewer, Josh and Amy Hirsch, Josh and Shira Levy, Sam and Jody Reich, Gil and Yael Reichert, Ephraim and Melissa Salzberg, Mark and Allison Snyder, Adam and Lori Taylor, Reed and Randy Tonic, and Brad and Sherry Wasser. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
My name is Joshua Levy, my wife Shira Levy. It's an honor to be a part of this special evening, to hear from Alon Ben David. It's an honor to be a part of this special evening, to hear from Alon Ben David, and be a part of the special Yaldeinu group that was formed 2 years ago. Shira and I, and 9 other families here today, were asked to join Yaldeinu, a fellowship for the Jewish Future program. The program brought together parents from the Chabad Garden School. We've heard from many speakers, rabbis, entrepreneurs, Pennsylvania Attorney General, various other leaders in their respective communities that inspired us and enlightened us on their journey through life and what it means to be Jewish and the raising of their children. Yaldeinu was instrumental in several community programs. The High Holiday Family Service, Tat Shabbat. Speaking personally for a second, having my kids experience Tat Shabbat has excited my kids to come to shul. It's not just the motions of doing, it's the experience of being. My kids love Shabbat and hearing the stories of the Shabbat, where the holidays that's approaching. The snack craft that follows and the running upstairs to Rabbi Shaya as he leads the service with kids anxious to touch and kiss the Torah. The impact of Yaldeinu continued because of our family dynamic. Shabbat dinners, sending our kids to Jewish day camp, Jewish day school. I take the learnings of Yaldeinu and the wonderful families we've shared this experience with in this room, and the leadership of Rabbi Shaya and Devorah Deitch, and Rabbi Hillel and Chaya Sperling, and we thank you for your commitment to us, our community, and most of our children. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, everybody. L'chaim, everybody. L'chaim. I have to make a little correction to Israel's comments before, that although it's true that I push you, there's somebody who pushes me. And I think everybody knows who that is. So just a little correction there. Anyway, so I would also like to talk about a holiday that we just came from, but my wife just stole my speech. So I'll talk about another holiday. This is, just you see what goes on in our marriage, just to clarify the air here, clear the air. This goes on all the time. Just we need a little marriage therapy. Just if anybody's in the room could help us, we'll deal with it after the event. So another holiday that's very important to us really is the holiday of Hanukkah. As you notice, I like driving with a menorah on my car. We like doing events in the malls. And actually the host of this beautiful country club is Bruce Goodman, who's been really very generous to us over the years. And although lately we haven't had a Hanukkah Wonderland in one of his stores because we've been a little overwhelmed with the new building, although it's 6 years already, but he keeps on telling me, by the way, that I have empty storefronts for you, and even though if you think I don't have, I'll find one for you, just whenever you're ready to do a Hanukkah Wonderland, we're ready to give you a space. So one day we'll redo that. But Hanukkah is a beautiful event, and we have the menorah as part of our logo, and as you know, in front of the Knesset in Israel and Jerusalem, there's a big menorah there, and Hanukkah is a special holiday. Why is Hanukkah such a special holiday? Because as you know, Hanukkah, the menorah, illuminates the environment around us because it brings new light into this world. Lights of goodness, lights of joy, lights of sanctity and hope. Because we don't like to get rid of darkness. We really like to bring new light and lights of positivity into this world. And if you could move yourself away from the holiday of Shavuot for a minute, and bring ourselves into the holiday of Hanukkah. Picture yourself in front of your menorah in your house on the first night of Hanukkah, and what do you see? You see one little candle on the right side of the menorah. And on the second night, you see a second candle. On the third night, 3 candles, and so on and so forth. But we're forgetting about one other candle.